I'm like, dog, I don't need to know that. Did you do the application? Babe? Babe? Did you do the loan? Or they go email you or call you? Well, dang. I don't check mine. Almost 2,000. I got dumb emails like Domino's coupons, Pizza Hut coupons. Remember who? Yeah. 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 I'm rooting for this white dude named Beto. He running for the Senate in Texas, U.S. Senate candidate in Texas. Dude that was in Tech City. Yeah. He got all the right answers for the black man. But all black men need to be treated equal. And J.J. Watt got hurt. Yeah, I'm trading him after this year.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville.
99 overall.
A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this
overall.
crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Houston Texans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Yeah, I don't understand.
The 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
You know what? The game make them run slow so the defense can win on certain things. It got to.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah.
Here we go. 372.
You going to work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Bortles to throw on second down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DJ Reader able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Keep putting your ass back. You think there's some type of game that's coming?
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dylan Cole. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
No,
he's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Now Foreman, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
I don't think so. We didn't. His tank is supposed to
throw on second is Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided to pull it down and run for it.
On the radio this morning.
Slides down and avoids
they asked him, what's his wildest story with Mike Tyson?
They'll run it now out of the gun.
He said one day they got hot
down to the 17.
And ran out of gas.
We just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to
so
the
he
game.
had to just leave his car and they had to go walk to the gas station. So they woke up, they were sober, they didn't know where he parked it.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
Sometimes,
there are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic.
Sometimes they, you know what, you have to just read the call.
And on that play, it was batted down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. He'll be taken down just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Dog, Teals was funny today.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
His daddy was getting mad.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to.
I know, especially that one day y'all saw Minnesota boom his ass.
The end zone, but it's incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I mean, Trey had to hit either. I was like, damn, dog, you gotta be paying attention.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Just do offense.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, let's go. Bunch right. So right. Green is right.
To throw, it's Bortles. Forced out to his left. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Let's go.
Oh, he got to create a coach.
11B.
No.
Now this time Bortles will throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He'll field this at the 5. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Miller. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Watson on 1st down. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 1st down, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On 1st down, it's Watson. Underneath for Miller. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. If there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To the air yet again. Watson. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal? 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And his throw is incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Set. Green 80. At 54, Ricky. Green is set.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed
Super toe.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik Jackson. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw on 2nd down, Watson. Caught. It's Ellington. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to fire one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Watson going to give this one to Miller, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you are.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He finds his target, Fuller. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Tiger!
Throwing again is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson on 1st and 10. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down. To throw is Watson on 1st down. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Tiger!
Watson looks to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Bortles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3 down. Hey,
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Ellington now to return it. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your play.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Mike 39, Lucy.
Back near his goal line. Here's Bortles, and he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Here we go.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to skip them more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, the all-pro corner there defensively for Jacksonville.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Lucy.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He got 29 yards that time. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Green 80. Spread right, Green 80.
A first down carry down for Yeldon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down.
So right.
Bortles to throw on second down. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Jaguars on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
3 down.
Now Bortles got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. This remains a 1-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back to their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling for both sides of the ball.
It'll be a better feeling if the offense can just seal this thing. We'll see if they can do it.
You trying to say the defense doesn't want to go back out there again?
That's correct.
Okay.
They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one.